The Philippines, home to 86 million Roman Catholics, is the third largest Catholic population globally, after Brazil and Mexico. This religious landscape, shaped by 333 years of Spanish colonial rule, is evident in the historical churches that dot the archipelago.
San Pedro Juan Magalang, Pampanga stands the San Bartolome Parish Church, a living testament to centuries of faith. The story of San Bartolome Parish Church begins on April 30, 1605, when Augustinian friars established Magalang and placed it under the protection of San Bartolome Apostol.
Originally made of wood, the church has evolved significantly over the centuries.
Its current stone structure was built using materials from the ruins of the old Magalang Church, which was destroyed by a catastrophic flood in 1863.
San Bartolome, or Saint Bartholomew, one of the 12 apostles, is often depicted holding a knife, symbolizing his martyrdom. Through generations, Magallanes have revered him as their protector during revolt, wars, and calamities. During the Japanese occupation in World War II, many lives in Magalang were said to have been saved through his help. Throughout history, miracles have been attributed to San Bartolome, particularly in association with heavy objects. Beyond Magalang, he serves as the patron saint of tanners, shoemakers, butchers, and people with neurological diseases.
Over the centuries, the church has undergone several renovations, while preserving its Baroque-inspired architecture. These changes reflect the growing needs of its congregation, while maintaining the historical character of the church.
In 2017, the San Bartolome Parish Church was the first church in the Philippines to receive a keepsake, a first-class relic, a fragment of the Saint's Bowl. This significant addition was made possible through the efforts of Reverend Friar Mario Sol and Gabriel.
To understand the present and the future of San Bartolome Parish Church, we speak with a Parish Youth Ministry member. So, ano po yung name niyo?
So, I am Reginald Garcia.
And specifically po, ano po yung role?
I am the parish youth leader and the ninth one dito sa San Bartolome.
How does your church engage with and serve the local community?
So for me, since then pa naman yung church, dedicated na siya in serving and being with the community. Through its different activities and programs involving the community. Sa mga outreach programs, sa mga in-organized na gift-giving projects. Pero dati pa naman, naririnig ko na yung Church of the Poor, gano'n na yung church dapat mas focus siya sa mga poor, sa Kapampangan yun. Sinasabi lagi, naririnig lagi sa church yun, mag-focus sa Talalakwan, Bililele, at Itatawlig. So, ngayon naman, lalo na ngayon, may mandate yung Archbishop natin yung establishment ng mga PEC per parish, yung basic ecclesial communities. So yung aim nun yung mapuntahan yung mga tao na nasa community under ng church pero hindi sila nakakapunta ng simbahan. Hindi sila naaabutan ng mga programs ng simbahan para at least maparamdam sa kanila na the church is with them kahit na hindi sila ganun ka-active sa simbahan.
As the youth movement, what ways do you get them to engage with the church?
So, as the youth leader dito sa church, masasabi ko naman na active yung mga youth in terms of serving yan, pagsali ng mga activities sa simbahan. Yun, lagi ko naman sinasabi sa kanila na kapag sumali sila ng youth ministry dito sa simbahan, hindi lang sila sumasali to be closer kay God, hindi lang puro serving yung pinapasok nila dito, pero they get to improve them yung mga traits nila like the respect, being obedient, yeah. And kung paano naman namin ini-invite yung mga ibang youth na sumali. Minsan kapag may program kami ng mga youth dito sa simbahan, we encourage them to invite mga friends nila na sumali din para at least ma-experience din nila yung mga ginagawa dito sa simbahan. And kapag may mga activities na involving yung mga youth sa labas naman ng simbahan, yung mga ibang officers sa simbahan, yung mga youth yung pinapadala kapag gusto nilang pag-organize ng mga parties or yung mga kids party sa mga barangay, yung mga youth din ng simbahan yung
Given the church's integral role in Magalang, what are the steps you take to ensure its lasting presence?
So, if we were to trace back naman yung history ng Magalang, masasabi talaga natin na integral part siya ng community natin because kahit nung panamang sa first site ng Magalang, if we were to look at the history, hindi talaga dito yung original site ng Magalang. So, pang third na to, yung first is sa bandang Tarlac. And it was established nung na-establish na yung mismong church. Yung parang yung community ng Magalang na established talaga siya dahil sa pag-establish ng church, which is the Church of San Bartolome. And yun, hanggang nalipat sa isa pang site and hanggang dito sa present site. And siguro yung mga steps na ginagawa ng church para mas tumagal yung and ma-serve ba din ng church yung purpose niya is yung focus din sa mga youth. Kasi lagi nga sinasabi ng mga pare na kung sinabi sa Rizal na ang kabataan ang pag-asa ng bayan, ganun din sa simbahan. Yung mga kabataan din yung pag-asa ng simbahan. So without them, kung puro matatanda na lang yung mga kinofocus natin sa church, hindi natin matutuloy, hindi magiging continuous yung pag-serve ng church sa community. And siguro, isa pang step na ginagawa ng simbahan is to inform the people of Magalang, especially the youth, about its history, its background, and how the church became a part kung paano na-establish yung community ng Magalang.
From now till then, San Bartolome Parish Church stands as a living, breathing part of Magalang's identity, where history is preserved, faith is nurtured, and community is strengthened.